Morning. It's Thursday and it's 10 o'clock. Hope everybody's well. Let's see who's coming on. Let's try to get all my cables out the way. Hello, hello, hello. It's Tricia here. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's got a fresh cuppa. Lush, lush, lush. Hi, Gemma. Morning, Kirsty. So this morning I was really selfish. I had my coffee, seen Mackenzie off to his work, and then I went to bed and I painted my nails. It's the only way. I'll have to gel polish them or I just bite them. So nice fresh nails today. Kettle just brewed. Lush. Lush, lush, lush. So today's little demo, excuse me, I've got a dry throat, is to show you how I make some little artist trading cards. And morning, Barbara. Hope you're well. These are good if you're feeling kind of like if you lose a wee bit of your creative, you know, if you get a crafter's block kind of thing. So it's a good way to recycle grey board as well. Artist trading cards are 3.5 by 2.5 inches in size. Okay, so I have a few of these. I just cut these up myself. And you do get little wallets on Amazon that hold them. So they're relative. I think it's less than £5 or maybe even less than £3. And you just pop your little artist trading card in there. So these could be really good because you can pop them in with a handmade card or something. They would fit in a friend's wallet. Or you can just save them up for future inspiration like what I do sometimes. So while we're waiting on people coming on, I'll just show you some older ones that I've done. Just need to make sure my mat's in the middle. So this is one. This was white card that I upcycled from a package. Here's another little one, and basically it's just like making a little mini handmade card, but there's less room, so there's less pressure to make a huge project. There's one there. These are all retired goodies now, but I still like to keep a hold. So these were some Christmas ones that I done. And it is a really good way if you have some scrap patterned papers or little die cuts, etc. lying around. I have a little wallet that's got lots of little die cuts in it that were excess. So it's a good way, just pull it out, mix and mash it all up and come up with something pretty. That's the plan. They're all cute anyway. Here's another one. Here's another one there. So they're all quite different. You can tell I had a lot of this kind of Christmas paper to get through. So yeah, people who do this actually, not as a profession, but people who do them as a proper hobby would, they would name the range of artist trading cards, and they would do, say it was Spring Flowers 2022, and then they would maybe name it one of 20 and you'd put your name on it kind of thing. So they're really fun to make though. My two most recent ones, you've maybe seen these. I had these little die cuts and punch cutouts lying around, so I thought there's not enough to make a big card, so I'll pop them on a little artist trading card. You can see in this one I've popped my logo on the back. That one I haven't. And there's another one. And again, it's just using little excess pieces. Hi Yvonne, how are you? So yeah, all fun. So I'm going to make two different little cards today. I have just grabbed some stuff that I've been working on recently that's been lying around, and I'm going to hope for the best. So we shall see. I'm all fingers and thumbs. See, trying to get them back in here. This is because it is layered, this one. There we go. But they're just so sweet. And like I say, they're really nice to pop in the post to a friend, or pop them in someone's greeting card or something like that. And like I say, they could put it in their wallet, or their purse, or their bag, or whatever. And it's a little reminder that you were thinking about them. So, if you're crafting along, if you have a thick piece of cardboard, or if you've got some grey board, or maybe a bit packaging off a box, for instance. When I get stuff from a Stampin' Up shop, we always kind of get this grey board. So that's what I upcycle, and I haven't bought any yet. What we also get in our 12 by 12 packs is these big bits of grey board as well. So I haven't bought any yet. All of my grey board is upcycled. But I might be getting it through it a lot quicker and have to buy some, because Carol's been teaching me and some others how to make an album, which we're going to do some pages tonight in the group, so I can't wait. Can't wait. Wah. Right, so what I'm going to do is I have this piece of designer series paper, or pattern paper, as you would call it. It's called Perfectly Penciled. And I'm going to be doing a tutorial on my YouTube after about 3 different kind of 3 ways to use that paper on 3 cards. So I had this excess piece, and I had this little bit here that I'd fussy cut out. I did do a lot of not die cutting, wet embossing last night. I find it really relaxing, and I'm really liking the white embossing onto a black card. So I've got lots of little sentiments, so I'll use one of those, and also the lovely Gemma had gifted me a little cute little box of sequins and stuff, so I've pulled out some of the white ones, they're pearlescent, and I'll use them in the project today. So let me just pop them there so that I can see them and I know where they are. Right, what I'm going to do, so if you've got, you should try them, Carol, honest, and they're so like small to store and just look back at. So like I say, 2.5 by 3.5. So, oh, look at that, that measures 3.5. So I just need to trim this down to 2.5. So I'm doing one that's black and white themed, and then the other one's going to be totally funky. So you'll just need to wait and see. So we'll do this one first. So the grey board is 2.5. And if you don't have grey board, you can just stick some paper together to make it thicker, even. So, so I'm trimming this to just slightly over 2.5, so that I know it definitely will cover. I need 2 of those. Will definitely cover my bit of grey board. So I'm going to cover it front and back. Now I'm going to make the polka dot kind of bit the main. Okay, and once you pop it down, if there's any overhang, you could just trim it off. Right, I need glue, don't I? That would help, certainly. Da-da-da. So, how is everybody this morning? You do need it quite near to the edge, but not so much so that it's going to overspill onto your hands. I'm feeling good today. Aye, aye. Right. Oh, we've got 6 people watching. That's great. Are Carol, are you in your she shed with Kirsty this morning? So I'm just trimming it off. If you're worried about the edging, you could go around it with a black marker, or, oh, the builder's here, so they are, or an alcohol pen or something like that. Okay, so I'm just sticking these down. And if you've got any like little banner stickers or anything, you can pop them on as well. So it's just like you would just place all your items, all your elements down, have a little play around, see where you're going to be placing them. Right, now I did have a white bit of card that was with this. Let me get where's my little scrap box? So I need a little bit of white card because I'm going to use that for some contrast against the black. It's a thinner bit, lovely jubbly. And like I say, they're just really, really, really easy. And she shed tonight, got built here this morning. Can't get through. Oh, how dare he? Oh my. I'm just going to get a little drink of my coffee. Best of. Right. So what I'll do is I'm going to trim this down. Okay, so this is me just playing about with different kind of layers. Okay, so there's a little layer. I think I will maybe see if I've got another piece of designer series paper that I can trim a little bit off. Yep, so this is another sheet from that pack. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit and lay it up. Morning, Lynn, how are you? Hi, Karen. Hope you guys are well. Right, I'm just lining it up, using the lines on the trimmer. They don't need to be perfect. Okay, I'll just, right, let me make sure I'm cutting it straight, because see, when there's patterns on it, it makes my eyes go on the wonk. Alright, okay, right, I'm going to trim this down. Like so. Oh, see how squint I cut that there? It's always the same when you're doing a video. Right. So let me see. So if I layer that up on that, on here. Okay. Here we go. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to commit to this and I'm going to pop it down. Just pop it down there. Now I've just put the glue on the middle because sometimes I like to tuck bits in. Hi Carol. I like to tuck bits in and under and stuff like that. This I will pop up with some dimensionals. If I can find the little mini ones. Oh, they're right here. I've got them out already. Awesome. Right, okay. If I was stamping on this, I would stamp on it at this point. But I've already got the sentiments and what have you ready. So, should be a great idea for a swap. Yes, it would. It would. That would be awesome. I would definitely take part in that. If you were doing that, that would be awesome. Okay, right, get all the junk away. She is concentrating. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up to the edge, and like I say, if it's on the wonk a little bit, you can trim off at the side or what have you. The only thing I would say is if you are building up layers, it is a little bit harder to get it in these little, these are trading card wallets, that's what they're called. But they're good and they protect them. And they're good as well for sending abroad and stuff. I've actually got a pen friend in America, and she wrote to me last year because her Facebook had been hacked, so who swapped 10 each? Oh wow. Yeah, that would be good. But luckily she wrote me a letter because I'd lost her address, so I'm going to write a letter to her hopefully this weekend, and I'm going to pop a little card in, a little artist trading card. Trading, not training. Right, okay, what next? So I want to pick a sentiment. So I have this, which is I miss your face. This one says take care of yourself. This one says a heartfelt thank you. So it just depends on what you want to do, but it is a good idea to have some of these just in stock, or to hand rather. They're quite useful. So I'll pop them there. I don't know if you noticed, I shared on my business page, I've been doing that quite a bit, so I've been trying to categorise all my little go-to sentiments. And it's just, it just saves time. Especially if you're doing demos, or if you need a quick fix. It is good to have these. But I mean, look how gorgeous that's going to look on there. That's on the wonk actually, that one. I miss your face. Is that on the wonk as well? It was getting quite late last night when I was trimming these up. This one, I like this one. Let's get together soon. Right, let me see. Let me see if I can trim this up ever so slightly. Okay, so I'll do I Miss Your Face. And then what we can do is we can pop this little bit on here at the side. We could pop that hanging off or tuck it just under. So yeah, let's do that. Like I say, they look really, really effective. Don't overhang though if you're popping it in a wallet, in a little holder. Okay, this one I'm going to stick on. And like I say, a tip, if you are doing these, is just to make sure you leave enough room if you wanted to tuck things underneath. You know what I mean? So just put your adhesive in the middle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut out this one here because it's a part image, and then we're going to stick that under the white bit. I know it's covering a little bit of the layer, but it doesn't matter. Don't matter. And even these little tiny bits, when it's a beautiful paper that you don't want to cut up, you really should. And it's quite therapeutic doing fussy cutting. Or if you've got a scanning cutter, likewise, you could do it in that as well. I might do that on my next sheet. Seems like ages since I've done anything on my scanning cut. I do usually use it for vinyl more than anything. I don't make cards on it or anything like that. But fussy cutting, doing it on your machine saves a whole load of time. Not as therapeutic, however. Right, so the key is when fussy cutting just to move the paper rather than your scissors. Usually when I'm fussy cutting, I'm that tense, I end up with big marks on my hands where I've been squeezing the scissors so hard. And that's not good for my arthritis. They say keep your bones moving, but then you move your bones too much and it's sore. But if you don't move your bones enough, it's sore as well. So, okay, right, this little one, I am going to add some Wink of Stella onto it. Now look, this is a cut off bit, so if I were to just kind of line it up here, that would look gorgeous. Right, let me get a bigger dimensional. I always forget where I have to pop it. So I'm popping it here. And then I want to pop a little bit of wet glue here. And then it looks like I purposely cut that little bit short. Isn't it adorable? It's lovely. I wonder if there's any black sequins in this actually. This little stash that Gemma gave. Oh, there is some. There's black. I think black and white would look nice. And of course all the sequins are sticking to my fingers because I'm a bit inky, gluey. Oh, Carol saying I've got a use for these on our album, ladies. We can make some to go on the pocket page. Brilliant. I love it. I love it when we get ideas and the head spins and you're like, go do this, gonna do this. Can't wait. And hubby is working away next week as well. So, again, really appreciative of the crafting along company. Right, I don't know whether I should add Wink of Stella. Maybe if I add it just to the sentiment actually. Because I did refresh these with some alcohol solution. So there's a lot more glitter comes out than what I'm used to. Don't know if you can see that. I think that's enough. Make sure I've got all the wee bits. Yeah, right, great. Let me get these out the way now. Shift them over. What am I looking for? My lid. Look, I'm on the wonk. I is on the wonk. So that's quite nice. Because this is like a gold glitter, if you had any gold embellishments, you could pop them on. Don't know what I've done with my embellishments though. I think my phone holder's sitting on them actually. Right, okay, so let me get my trusted steed, that is my picker-upper thingy, my take your pick tool. And I also need some glue dots. I think, let's just see, I think if I were to pop a sequin on the 2 flowers, I think that would be enough. Let me see what the white looks like actually. I think the black's more effective, isn't it? I think the black. Right, fab. Which means I need to get another black one out because I need 2. Little rummage. Please let there be, oh, there's another black there. Right, fabulous. Fabulous. This is going to last me forever, Gemma. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the jaggy bit of my take your pick tool. And I'm just going to pop a glue dot on both of the wee flowers. Sorry if you can hear my elbows crunching in the background. This is good as well if you've got anything that you've dropped on the floor and you can't quite reach it. You just pop that up. See, picks lots of stuff up. And I've never changed this end, and I've had it about three and a half years, maybe 3 years. Never had to change the refill yet. So there is one. Isn't that cute? And then you think to yourself, oh, that's really nice. And then you could replicate it on a bigger card, or you could replicate it and make someone a little photo frame. You know how I love my photo frames, and I love my sentiments that I put in them, my positive affirmations. It's all over, that's above my work at home desk in my house. But you get some nice wee frames out of Poundland and what have you, and you could just cut a background out and pop this in. If it's too thick, obviously you would need to take the front off. But there we go, there's the first wee one. Quite like that actually. Now the next one, I'm just going to shift all this out of the way. I'll keep that there. Where's my other bit? Right, I don't want to be too distracted. Let me straighten up my desk. I'll get a wee drink of my coffee. So this needs over a bit. I'm really needing to stick it down properly, but then I need to clean the sticky bit, and that annoys me. Right, okay. Always put your lid back on this because this is extremely sharp. Other end has a little spatula as well, so that's good for scooping up bigger embellishments that maybe the pick tool can't pick up. Thank you. Right, so I've got a tutorial coming up on my own YouTube soon. I just want to quickly show you. This is a rainbow 12 by 12 sheet, and I'm going to do a scrapbook page. These were the negatives of, you know, I shared the kind of frame cards I made. These were the negatives, and I thought they look like Polaroid photos, so I'm going to make them into a scrapbook page at some point. And then I had an idea to make another ink blended background. We've all been going crazy for rainbow backgrounds now. And I've done some white embossing on it as well. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use a bit of this for a trading card or two. This was one I'd made as well. And if I'm honest, I don't like the mixed media part on it. It's not really my style, so I might cut this up as well at some point into little trading cards. But for this one, you can see where I had my washi tape. Boy, I had arm cramp after doing that one. Swishing and swirling with the blending brushes. Carol, I saw your little blending brushes. They are absolutely adorable. Right, I'm cutting this down to 3.5, just over 3.5, sorry. Just a little smidgen. And then I'm going to cut it down to, I'm going to cut this wacky bit off at the end. It needs to be 2.5, just over 2.5. I know I'll need to trim it down again, and I'll do that. So those two could be two separate ones, but I'm going to put them even back to back. Look, we might not even need the grey board. for this one because these are so, this is my thick basic white. And then we've got one here, so just slightly over 2.5. Thank you so much for your comments, you're so kind. I've always wanted to kind of try mixed media, but I do like it when it's stamping and stuff like that, but I've just never got the time to kind of sit and do anything more extravagant than that. Oh, keep it simple, keep it simple. Right, let's see. What one should I decorate? We'll do one of each. Fab. Now, I do have these little grey boards here, so I'm just going to use them. I'm going to stick this stuff on. Just, I think I had 530, one for each ink pad. Ha ha ha. That is brilliant. I need to get some as well, some more. No worries, Lynn. Catch you later, Han. Remember, you need to share with me what you've made with your new goodies that I sent you. Right, that goes there. Put this one on the back. There we go. Yeah, my blending brushes, I only have a few. Obviously, I need to promote Stampin' Up ones because that's what I'm allowed to promote. But I found that, look, one was supposed to be purples, one was supposed to be blues, and I've mixed them up a bit. One of these was supposed to be yellow, another orange, and I've mixed them up. So I need to give them a wash. Cara would do a private mixed media group if, oh yeah. Oh yes, baby, that would be brilliant. There's an idea then for some tutorials. Right, pop this one on like so. Well, there's still 6 watching, that's fab. Da, 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 da. I have got some good news. I applied for, you know how when villages and things like that have wind farms in them, the company usually gives the community council some money to offer back to the community as a kind of, sorry we've made your field look like a mess kind of money. So I applied for, because of my ME, the only way I can rest is if I'm laying flat. So I applied for a small fund to get a chair that heats up and vibrates, and it doesn't fold out completely flat, but I can put my legs up. And I thought, that's amazing. And luckily I got it, so I'll be getting a cheque soon. And because you wouldn't get anything like that from occupational health. So yeah, that's good. So it means I maybe won't need to go up and down the stair as much to my bed to recover. I can just whap my feet out and... Right, so what will we do on this one? See, even just like that, those are fab. Right, what can I do with these? What can I do with these? Just looking for some punches. Let's see, let me rummage in this actually. There we go, there's an idea. Let me rummage in here. Oh, shall I use little butterflies? Oh yeah, let's do that. Sorry, I get easy excited. I just love it when things come together by accident. I knew I would need to use these funky colours at some point. How gorgeous is that? How gorgeous. Carol's in Minecraft and cheers one of them. Heats up and vibrates. Oh, brilliant. Do you find a difference? And the thing is, I'm not being funny, I got this comfortable like office chair for working at home. And since lockdown, my behind's got that much bigger that it's cutting off the circulation to my legs because my fat's overhanging. But I'm not bothered. I'll get a comfier chair soon and that'll be fantastic. Right, so, right, now comes the time. Let me know your ideas for this. Come on, hit me with them, hit me with them. I've got some, oh that's quite nice. I've got some Daffodil Delight. I've got some black excess beehive embossed sections. So they could maybe be used on it. I think I'll punch out a wee circle with this actually. So let me know if you want one with butterflies and one without or something. Let me get a little punch. So you can see you could do lots of little elements, tuck them in, layer them up. What else do I have? You have a smaller punch. These are retired unfortunately, but it's all right. Okay, I'm just going to take from the edge of this a bit of blue. Boop. Wear your goggles if you've got punches in case the thingy in your eye. Right, okay. Now this one's going to overhang, so if I make this a sidey one, would that be better? What do you think? Big green butterfly on the yellow and pink. On there, Kirsty. The biggest butterfly, and then I could pop this kind of like raised up, and let's see what else is there. I could maybe pop that on there. Just playing around. See how you just play around. Can't see my chair keeps going down. Jeff had to put something on it to stop it, drove me mad. Oh, mine's is always doing that as well. I've just not got the strength to tighten it properly. It's like, for goodness sakes. Right. What else do I have? Look at the roses. Oh, you know what? I'm ditching that butterfly. I'm going to put roses on this one. I'll put the butterfly on that one. These are some that I coloured in earlier from a previous project. See how it's just good to have wee bits like this. It's going to be a total contrast with the colours, but I think it'll be pretty. Do any of you guys sit and just stamp or die cut out things and just have a good old play? The best time for doing this, without realising that you're doing lots and lots of cutting, is when you're binging on Netflix. Okay, right, I'm not going to put that there. Right, let's see now. You could ink this up as well, trim it off with a little bit black, but I'm just going to pop it on with glue, because I'm not wanting to take up too much of your time. And then obviously, the sides can pop up, but if you're posting it, it can go flat as well. Lovely. And I will use some of the white sequins on this because I think it'll pop, and on this one. Right, okay. So if you're layering up little die cuts or what have you, like I say, get some dimensionals or foam pads or squares, whatever you use, and just pop it in the middle, and that lets you glue and tuck little elements underneath. I cut as I need, but should do, as it saves you time. I know. The thing is, I was quite bad for hoarding things like that. I'm quite ruthless at throwing away scraps and that I know I won't need. However, I don't mind putting things in one little wallet, but if it gets to the point I'm getting too many wallets, then I'll need to have a word with myself, because then you're not going to use them, are you? And then this one, look at that, there's a little die cut hexagon, can maybe use that. There's another sentiment. First of all, you're amazing. Oh, I think I'll double that up with, first of all, I think you're amazing, I miss your face. Awesome. Morning, Barbara, hope you're well. Just give you a quick squint at the first Artist Trading Card done. So these are 2.5 by 3.5. You start off with a little bit grey board, and then you just cover it, and it's like making a mini card, but it's a lot smaller. But how cool does that look? What style would you call that? Because it makes me want to see something. I think that won't use them, I still can't throw anything away. You should see my husband. He says, you've got so much drawers full of crap. And I said, it is not crap, I know. He was like, I bet you don't even know what's in them. And I said, oh, Carol said, I think your idea of embossing in advance is brilliant. Yeah, because it can get too messy if you're doing it every day, so I'd rather do a chunk. Because between us and the whole of YouTube or whole of Facebook, I don't like the feeling of the embossing powder. So the least I can do it for the least time, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so my husband had said, I bet you don't even know what crap's in there. And I says, I know exactly what is in there. I'm going to pop this down. I know exactly what's in every single drawer. And what's in every single drawer costs money and is needed to run my businesses. So there's only 2 drawers in this whole craft room that's just got bump in it. It's some books that I've yet to read. I think there's about 20. I keep getting books and I'm not getting the time to read them. Not getting the concentration neither. Okay, right, I'm going to pop this one up here. It says, first of all, you're amazing. And then we'll put I miss your face on this little bit down here. The white and the black was really good. Carol saying my hubby calls my stuff crap as well. I was saying, what about all that bump in your garage then? And he says, what, all the stuff that you take out of the house and dump in there? I was like, oops. I found some non-Stampin' Up products in a bag in the garage, so I had to go through it. And I thought he'd chucked it out because I'm going to give it to my mother-in-law. I did find some little tassels and stuff that I can use in the albums, Carol. But I just need to find out where I put them in the house now. Such a silly sausage. Right, let's get some foam on here. So I was in the my office yesterday, so it was quite a struggle to get up this morning. But I had a good day yesterday. I was running on adrenaline all night, which isn't good for you when you've got ME, but don't seem to have been affected too much this morning, so. Right, on here I need a little thin strip. Now I do have, where are they? I do have these foam adhesive strips. However, they're slightly thicker than these. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use them. I am just going to trim a little bit around the edge, like so. And then I've got a little strip there. Well saved. I know. Right, there we go. Yeah, hubby's working with me next week as well. Rest your brain for later. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I am watching something called Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Watching that on Amazon Prime. You know what? I'm going to overlap that. Should I overlap it? I'm going to just pop it at the bottom. I think that yellow bit's slightly on the wonk, which is going to annoy me. But unfortunately my glue's stuck down now. Isn't it gorgeous? How cool is that? Right, now for the butterfly one. Oh, no, I need to put sequins on it, don't I? Glue dots, glue dots. Can't say my craft room is my craft room. Jeff, get out. Well, I overtook the dining room. Oh, it's... So, everything in here is to do with doing my Stampin' Up stuff. I've got one desk that is for... I'm going to put 3 on, by the way. One desk that's for my day job. Come on, stick down, you wee bugger. But the other 3 desks is my craft stuff. And the dining table's right in the middle. So, it's okay. Children and husband, you could come in and eat your dinner at the table. I don't mind that. But they don't touch my other stuff. Oh, look, that's nice, isn't it? So glad you sent them, Gemma. Gemma's watched, oh, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Starts at 3 and finishes at 10. I've been binging on that a little bit as well. So how strange, isn't it? I'm quite fascinated by it, actually. There we go. So there's another little one. Right, this one, I'm not really a butterfly person, so I will need some advice. What else should I be doing with this? Kirsty, help, Kirsty, help. Kirsty catches bits, yeah. He's still handsome, isn't he? Still very handsome. Things like this reminds us that, alright, theirs isn't a normal life, obviously, but that they are just people. They're just humans like the rest of us. And unfortunately, you get some bad ones. So, aha, look what I found. I have found, this is my new glimmer paper, in the new Stampin' Up in colours, and where are they? He's gorgeous. He definitely is. This is the teacup bundle. Let me see, because I had some little glitter hearts that I die cut out. I think that would be a nice wee contrast on that, possibly. Let me get some out. See, it just shows to keep a hold of stuff. And I've kind of been doubling up those little wallets to hold little bits as well, because I've got 2 packets and I'm needing to use them, to be honest. Right, there's white ones. Right, put the rest back. And this is, look at that. Thank you for your friendship. Oh, I might use that sentiment then, and then complement it with some of the blue. Let me do I can't zoom in, sorry guys, I should have really done that at the start, but my iPhone is very, it kept flipping the picture when I try to zoom in on a live. I just hope you can see it okay. I'll bring it up to the camera a little bit better for you, because I'm struggling to see it on my phone. Oh, there's a white one, and I've got a white, I just seen a white glitter one there. Where are you, where are you? Oh, come on, where is it? Oh, I'm telling porkies, I mustn't have seen one. Oh well. Right, give me a second, I'll just pop these to the side. If anybody wants a link for the wee wallets, let me know and I'll give the link to Carol. Right, okay, so it's a lovely wee sentiment, isn't it? Thank you for your friendship. So I think if that goes right across there, that'll look gorgeous. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just having a play around. I've got sticky fingers. Just having a little play around. I think I might just keep the white then. Just add some white on here. Brilliant. I'll send you that, hun. Right, okay, let's get this bit on first. So again, I need a wee thin strip, but not as thick as my other ones. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that into the centre. In there. Like so. It is beautiful, isn't it? Thank you for your friendship. I was going to actually do that on black, but I couldn't remember what stamp set it came out of. So I'll need to go and have a little rummage, because I think that would look nice white embossed on black as well. I'm going to put it down near his wee bum. Cool, eh? So see on this background, I did some paint splattering, and then Carol, I had saw your card that you'd done in your group with the paint splatters, and I thought I'm going to get my paint splatter one out. So you inspired me to do that, hun. So thank you. That's what I love about the crafting groups. There's so much inspiration for everybody, isn't there? Right, okay, what I'm going to do, I might put a little heart at each side. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Right, I'm just going to pop it down with normal glue. Just a little tiny wee bit. Like so. And this one here. I use long tweezers because I can't grip properly using the bottom half. So, strange, you know. Ta-da! You could pop little diamantes down here. I think that big heart would make it too much. You could put vellum underneath, anything you like. I think this die cut out, because there's another background die for this. If I'd done that with a bit of vellum or something, that would have looked really pretty as well. Don't have any vellum to hand, or I've stored it all away. So yeah, I think that is, let me separate all my wee bits because they need to go into the wee categorised bags. Don't want to mix them all up. Right, sequins. We were going to do sequins, weren't we? I think I'll do some black and then that'll be us finished. So let me find some sequins out of this gorgeous wee tub. I'm just going to use my tweezers. There's one. Does anybody else do it in threes? I didn't know that was a rule, and I've been crafting for a couple of, well, about 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. And the rule of, like, it's got to be odd numbers. I mean, I like things organised, but I wouldn't say my OCD was that bad. Sometimes 3 could be too much. Oh, wait now. There's gold in here. Right, okay. I'm gonna do gold on this one. Embellishments are odd numbers, right? Fab. Right, let's see. I think the gold's gorgeous. Let's just bling it up. Oh, come on. No, that's green, Tricia. There was yesterday when I was at my craft desk. There was a big huge spider climbed up right in front of my face on the wall, and I blew it, and it started running a marathon up the wall, along the ceiling, then along to where my paper racks are nearly. And then I went away and done something else, and I heard the 2 dogs, and I come down and said spider was dead on the floor. So it must have crawled down onto the floor again, trying to get outside, and the dogs got it, and I was like, clever girls. Triangular is eye-catching as well. Right. Okay, right. I bet this is going to take forever to find a third little gold. No, there it is. There's one there. Come on. I saw someone else saying that actually about the 3. It's like it's an offset triangle. It's not quite a triangle, but it's that's the way to do it. Right, okay, so I think this is maybe too small for a 3 triangle, but oh right, I get you right. So if I do that there, and then I could pop one here, as long as it's kind of like meets in the middle kind of thing. Like that. See, that's all right, actually. Right, I'm going with that. Going with that. And now I have moved on to my tweezers. I like to change things. Right, go. There. 1. If your sequins are smaller, you just need to fold your glue dots in half, or you can even try and cut them. But I wouldn't recommend that because it doesn't always work, and it's quite frustrating when it sticks to your scissors. Aha! Done, done, done. Done, done, done. Thank you for your friendship. I'm not going to add anything else onto it. I'm going to stop myself right there. Draws the eye in. I think you're right. This one's a very wonk triangle. So there's like the monotone one there. This one, I love how this turned out because I think it's really striking the yellow against the wacky colours. And this one's lovely as well, the green. Yeah, I think that was the best choice, Kirsty, for that one, hun. So yeah, I'll pop little close-up photos up on the group under the discussion on the event for you to look at, and yeah, share and let us see if you make any. Like I say, it is great for getting rid of offcuts, extra die cuts, etc, etc. Okay, folks, I'm going to go. I'm going to get a fresh brew. Well, I'm not going to get a fresh one. I'm going to microwave this one that I've not finished. 30 seconds, Bob's your uncle. It's warm again. Yeah. So 2.5 by 3.5, and then you cut your paper just slightly larger, so it's got a teeny little bit overhang. And if you're worried about the grey showing through, you can go round it with a pen. But I'm not that bothered because I think it still looks nice. Nobody's going to inspect the corners, you know what I mean? Okay, folks, thank you. I'll see some of you tonight, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for having me.